when someone comes in. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna set up a board, new deck. This is our collage. This is one of our latest graphics. This shape is amazing. Club Distribution offers this shape. I'm gonna set this up in a new set of wheels and then have a little bit of a session. You guys can ask me some questions while I'm setting up the board. It's just as soon as any of you guys get in here. I got Acid Chemical Co. wheels, 55s. And then I've got these Swiss Performance Killer Speed bearings, which I've never tried these. So I'm set up a new board, set up some wheels. Board's already gripped because I didn't want this to take too long. And then I'll have a little bit of a skate session. Hey, what's up, Dario? Let's get the setup done. If you guys have questions during the setup, feel free to ask them, you know. Yo, what up, guys? Just setting up a board. If you have questions, feel free to ask them. So happy because I fixed my ollie. Now it's decent. Hey, Dario, that's so sick. I'm glad you were able to fix that ollie. Sometimes we have things that plague us for a while. Like I've had so many tricks that bugged me forever, and then we finally get them, or we finally get them better, and it's such a big deal. So I'm happy for you. What's next, Dario? What's your next? What's the next trick you're planning to work on? Shove it. Nice. That's what I just finished teaching a lesson, and my guy Max, he's learned how to shove it recently, and we were trying to get him another one today. Struggling with it a little bit, but he's done it like 3 different times in the past. It's a tough one. I'd say start somewhere where you're not actually moving first. I know it's not sexy to start on grass or start on some type, like, you know, the foam they put on playgrounds these days. Like, I know it's not sexy to start on something like that, but it'll definitely help you out. Like, you don't need to rush it, just take it easy. Start out where you're comfortable. Okay, we got a couple. So hello, Norman. Please tell us about the competition for the highest ollie and how high have you jumped in your life on a skateboard? Well, once at a Tampa Am competition, I made it over like 43 or 43 and a half, and I just landed weird. And so I ollied over it, landed on my board, rolled a couple feet and fell off. And that's the highest recorded ollie that I've ever made it over. The ETN ollie contest is the only one that I've ever been in that was like in front of a bunch of people. And unfortunately, I had on a brand new pair of some terrible shoes and they slipped off my feet. And it's funny because afterwards, Johnny Layton was there and I was like so pissed off about my shoes. And he was like, yo, I'll send you Vans. And so he sent me Vans for a little bit after that because he saw I was struggling with these slippery shoes so badly. Let's see. Somebody else, Dario. I just started to drop in on some mini ramp. Next step is shove it and just manual for go down curbs and fun box. Yeah, Dario, I'd say take those going off of the curb, like roll down, let your front wheels roll down first. And then after that, you can start trying it by lifting up your board and then take it higher and higher as you go, you know, and then start to ollie off. That it's funny because that's the other thing we worked on before shove-its today. Was we're getting Max rolling off stuff. Oh, he's actually in the background still working on his shove it, which is admirable, but he's going on vacation and he doesn't want to lose everything that he's worked for. If you guys are in the stream, please like the stream. Share the stream with somebody. As soon as I get my board set up, I'm going to skate a little bit and I'll keep answering some questions, you know, just like we've been doing. Thank you very much for the reply. I wish you continued progress. Greetings from Moscow. Hey, greetings from Los Angeles. Thank you for checking this out and tapping in. Really appreciate it. Moscow, that's a trip, right? You never know where people are watching from. Ace Classics or AF1s. These are AF1s right here. I think I have skated the classics. Thing about it is I'm not like the pickiest one about trucks. As long as they have enough kingpin clearance and they turn, we're good. And as long as they don't break underneath me, because I am a heavier skater, you know, relatively heavy skater. So some I back in the day I didn't like indies. Like I was never the guy who was like a big indie fan. And if you go watch the old video part that I had, my mag minute, I did a switch big heel flip down the Hollywood 12 stair, and I broke the base plate of those indies. So every time I tried, the hanger would come out of the base plate and I'd have to bang it back in. And I only had experiences like that with indies. Let me see what that question was. What's your opinion on inverted kingpins? I mean, I don't know. I've never really. I did skate. So back when I started skating, Grind King was the only company that used those, and everybody wanted Grind Kings. So I skated those back then, and I briefly was sponsored by Grind King. Uh, Maybe 15 years ago, something like that, before I started riding for Venture, and the kingpin clearance was amazing. The one thing about the Grind Kings back in the day, like back in the late 90s, early 2000s, when I skated them not being sponsored by them, is that they were, the metal seemed soft. And I know they had a reputation for being really light back then. And I think whatever alloy of aluminum they used was partially the reason for that. And the base plate, just from normal skating, would like chip and chunk away. So I think they had like a base plate that was made out of a lighter alloy than the hanger. And so they weren't as durable as other trucks on the market. Like back in the day when I was still buying trucks and everything, my favorite trucks to skate were Destructos back then. And the original Destructos, they had the most kingpin clearance. The hanger, they were high, which I've always liked high trucks. Low trucks have never done it for me. And they just lasted forever and they could take a beating. And then at some point, I was always a big fan of Jeff Raleigh. He was my favorite skater coming up because there was like the whole punk rock connection and everything. Max, did you land it? Huh? Not today? Sorry, you can do shove-its without me. You can keep working on them. I'll see you when you get back, huh? Don't forget your bag. Deborah, you guys have a good trip. Enjoy yourselves. Nice whiskey over there. I was telling Terrence I'm super jealous. In a while. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe. Max. I'll see you guys when you get back. Perfect. Let me know. But yeah, that's my thoughts on inverted kingpins are if the trucks are good, then it's a good thing because it'll give you more clearance, you know? The Dex is fire. Thank you so much, Dario. Later, enjoy your day. Woody Harrelson, yo. I loved you in White Men Can't Jump and True Detective Season 1. Ah, The anticipation is always what kills you, right? When you're setting up a board. Nice, dude. Nice fakie flip. Uh, uh. You gonna get a game of skate after I set this board up? All right, I'm gonna play a game of skate with my boy Trey after I set this board up. He'll probably beat me because there's no way I'm gonna be able to kickflip right away. I don't know. What about you guys? Like, for me, when I first come out or when I first set up a board, kickflip is the hardest trick. It's definitely one of my favorites, but it involves the front foot so heavily that I always struggle with kickflips first thing of the day. And yeah. What about you guys? I know somebody asked a question. As soon as I get this second truck off. Okay, let's see. Later, enjoy your day. JCW Fed. My favorite skater is Chad Muska, and every time I ollie, I keep lifting up my arms. I try not to copy him because lifting up my arms is easier for me. Muska is one of my favorites too. He's also one of the first people to give me a shot in my career. So Muska's the man. Lifting up your arms is good. It's a good thing to do. You should do it. Dario Olivia, I'm afraid to change decks because all the decks I try are too heavy and the only one I like, it's a polar. I wouldn't worry too much about that heaviness. It's like having a light skateboard is a very overrated thing, and it really only matters if you're doing super tech stuff. Like if you're tray flipping into a no slide and then nollie flipping out or nollie something out, then maybe the heaviness of your board is going to matter. But at this stage, it won't matter that much. Kick straight off the front of the nose, impulse, slappy, hollow, inverted kingpin trucks. I seem to catch my kingpin doing frontside grinds on transition. I don't know. I've never skated those slappy trucks. But a friend of mine, Curb Killer, I think they just put out a pro truck for him. And yeah, he's the man. Luan is your favorite? Luan is sick. Luan's got great pop. Solid dude too. He pops everything with so much ferocity. It's so fun to watch. You can tell he's putting 100% into every time he snaps a trick. So I'm always a fan of Luan. Ever since that first video part that he had, and then I skated Tampa Ams with him and everything coming up back when the flip team was like still, I think Louis Lopez rode for flip at that time, right? Like they had it was crazy. In the David Gonzalez days, David Gonzalez, the last Raleigh video parts, the Cult of Personality, that's a great song. That performance on the Arsenio Hall show of the Cult of Personality, where the crowd's not feeling it because they just they're probably just like pop music sheep. And Arsenio Hall is like, what's wrong with you people? What's wrong with you guys? That was amazing. Like, I love that clip. But my dad used to play Living Color all the time when I was young. And it was like my dad was never really into pop music because he's a jazz musician. So it had to be something good. By the way, I noticed that you probably have the highest nollie crooked grind in the world. Is that true? I don't know. It's pretty high though. I can nollie on the pretty high things. I can nollie and switch ollie just about as high as I can ollie. I try to keep them even. So yeah, thank you. Thank you. People do trip out on the nollie crook. That it's funny that that's the one because that's one of the easier ones for me to pop higher. Like flipping into back tails and stuff is a little harder. I found them out through Guitar Hero. Oh man, I didn't know they were in Guitar Hero. So I'm a guitar player, and so I'm trash at Guitar Hero, so I've never really played it. And a lot of my guitar playing friends say the same thing, that they tried it and they have a really terrible time with it. So I never really got into Guitar Hero, but I heard that it introduced a lot of people to some really good music. So I am a fan of Guitar Hero for that reason. Anything that introduces people to real good music, I'm a fan of. What is the secret to such a high nollie? It's just about your technique. I think I talk about it. I think I made a video about nollies. So the big thing that people struggle with in the beginning with their nollies is a lot of people are like just pushing down on the nose the way you would for your ollie. But since you're moving forward, you can't. You have to push at an angle. And what people who have good nollies do is they push down forward and then they use the forward push to scoop up and pull the board back. And that's the method that I used. I noticed it early on. I saw people that had good ones doing it. And so I just put that into my toolbox. And over the years, it's allowed me to nollie for one higher, but more important than just raw height is precision. Like I can aim my nollie because of the motion that I'm using. So you want to work on that, getting your foot to go down, forward, and pull back, and to be able to pull the board back with it. And then you'll be able to have a high nollie, but more importantly, a precise nollie. I think the secret to high ollie, it's confidence. Sometimes it's confidence, but really it's about technique. Once you have good technique, you will be more confident. But sometimes for me, I'll be really, really confident, and then I'll just screw up my technique because I stopped thinking about the technique. And like the last live stream I did when I was doing all those crooked grinds on the high ledge, I was able to do so many in a row, I'm usually able to do that. I'm usually able to do the consistent thing when I'm focused. Can you give me a tip for tail slide? I'm a big guy. I got big feet. It's hard for me to slide. Nollie tail slide works. I would honestly have to see your tail slide. So these are questions for the Patreon group because I can't really give you a tail slide tip without seeing your tail slide. So if you want to join the Patreon group, it's linked in all my other videos. When I'm done with this live stream, I'll link it in the bottom of this one too. And then if you wanted to do that, we could either do lessons over video or you could send me clips and I'll critique your clips. But a big thing that a lot of people struggle with the regular tail slides is just crouching down into it and cutting a good angle. A lot of people are not cutting a good angle in the beginning. I wasn't. Any opinions? Let's see. Don't forget to like the stream, you guys. Don't forget to like the stream. Let's see. Any opinions on someone at the skate park hitting on you or putting you down? Happened to me, and he said my board was too small, but it's comfortable for me. Well, if somebody's just being a dickhead, then screw them. That's my opinion on that. Like a lot of skaters were like that when I was growing up. People were assholes, and you had to deal with that a lot. So I say that if he's making fun of you because of the size of your board, that's pretty stupid because he's not in your head or your body. He can't tell you what feels good. If he's giving you little pointers and he's giving you actual advice that might be worth listening to, maybe listen to it. But the thing is, usually you can tell when somebody's just attacking you to make themselves feel good or when they generally have some valuable info from their experience that they're trying to share with you. So you just have to decide whether it's one or the other, and either take it or not. Just don't listen to others. I listen to others and I don't use a helmet when you learn to drop in. The outcome, 2 head scan in 3 months. Yeah, you want to wear a helmet. You really want to wear a helmet when you're learning to skate transition. There's really no. Have you ever been to Germany? I've been to Berlin. That's the only part of Germany I've been through, and then I think just the airport in Frankfurt. But yeah, I miss Living Color. Spent many hours with that album back in the day. Good times. Yes. And then I also love the song The Glamour Boys by then. That's a good one. It's hilarious. The music video was rad to me when I was a little kid. It was not advice. The dude was like full on hater mode and he was drunk. Oh, dude, anybody who's drunk at the skate park, just fully ignore them. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm not here to tell anybody not to drink or anything, but like, if you're sitting around drinking at a skate park, you probably shouldn't be giving anyone advice. You should be figuring out what's wrong with you and why you're wasting your life. Because yeah, but I've never been one to like drink while I'm skating. Even maybe if there was like there used to be a lot of parties, like a lot of parties at skate shops and at like stores where they'd have a mini ramp and people skate at night. And I'd have some beers and skate a mini ramp at something like that. But like right now, sitting out in the sun when I'm trying to skate and drinking, that seems like the dumbest possible thing on earth to me. And then to be drunk at a skate park hurling advice at someone who didn't ask you, you can just ignore that person if you're able to, you know? Unfortunately, it's hard to avoid certain people. There's obnoxious people out there. All right, I'm almost done. I'm gonna put these bearings and these wheels on, and then I'll get to some skateboarding. But let me make sure I didn't miss anybody's question. It's kind of, what's up, Norman? Do you have any tips on varial heel flips? So if you go back and watch the last one of these that I did, I gave some tips on a varial heel flip. I showed some tips on a varial heel flip. A lot of times when people struggle with them, they think it's because of their front foot, and it's what I've noticed is it's their back foot and front foot not working well together. And also a lot of people are trying varial heel flips and they don't have a good shovel motion for their front side shove it. So if you don't have the good front side shove it motion, your varial heel is going to be trash. And moreover, it's going to be difficult for you to flip it because both feet need to work in tandem for a varial heel flip. Let's see if I can do one on a fresh board without warming up. Here we go. Pretty much. So the only reason that I can do them well and consistent is because my front and back foot work together. And that's all I could say for your varial heel flip without actually seeing it. So if you would like me to give you specific tips that are pointed towards you, hit up that Patreon. Hit up that Patreon. It's linked in the other videos. And also, I gave tips on varial heels in the last one of these live streams that I did. So you could find that one. And hopefully those help. But if not, yeah, get with that Patreon group, huh? Oh, now I'm anxious to skate. I don't know about you guys, but I really hate having to set up new gear. Like this deck, I have two setups and I alternate, but this deck was on for like a month and a half. And that I skated that little jam on the beach over the weekend, and I was planning on changing my board, but as soon as I got there, I was just like so excited to skate. Didn't change it. It was cool. We sold some boards from our booth, and I skated in the little skate jam they had, and I won a little money and had some fun. So, but yeah, I definitely should have changed my board because that thing so soggy after being under my heavy self for that long. But I really hate changing product. If I don't have to, I don't want to. So I've never tried these bearings before. These are the Killer Speed Company, Swiss Precision. They're a company that's distributed by Club Distribution, which distributes our collage decks. And so I'm excited to try these out. And I'm gonna do it the right way. I'm gonna use the spacers and everything because I'm a bit of a dork. And I think those matter. But actually, Dave from LA Skate. LA Skate is a legendary skate shop here. I talk about it way too much because Dave helped me out a lot when I was younger and needed money. He would buy product from everybody. Dave actually told me that using the spacers and using the washers actually does make a difference to the life of your bearings, how fast they roll, and all that stuff. So I believe Dave because he's a very knowledgeable guy. He's been in the skate industry so long. And so I use my risers. I use my washers and spacers and all that. Ooh, I seen it. Opening up your shoulders.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah, you opened up your shoulders so you couldn't catch it. How often do you change your board if you don't snap one? Seven dust. I was never really into seven dust because by the time they were a thing, I was into punk music, and I think I was into like not pop punk, like real punk music. Like I missed the boat on the seven dust thing, but they looked interesting. What else? How often do I? Cheers from Mexico, Rodrigo. Cheers from LA. How often do you change a board if you don't snap one? It depends on how much I'm doing like real skating. Because when I come to the skate park and cruise around, that's not really like skating to me. I try to give it like 3 street sessions. If I can get 3 street sessions on a deck, then I'm fine to take it off. And thankfully I don't jump down stairs and stuff like that as much, so I don't break boards very often anymore, you know? Like the stream, it's helpful for us all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like it, guys. Subscribe if you haven't. I need all the help I can get. But yeah, I'm trying to make these streams more often. You know, it's YouTube is a weird thing because it's hard to like really grow if you're not making clickbait or talking not doing your own thing, like talking about what other people do. And I'm not interested in doing any of that. So it is it takes a lot of work for growth on here if you do what I do, you know, talk about things to try to help people out with your experience. It's a slower growth. And also I don't put up content constantly, like just make videos about nothing, because I'm not interested in doing that either, you know, just making videos for nothing. What, the board? No, I've got to give that to one of the kids. One of the kids that I teach asked for it. Oh, you already asked for it? Yeah. Yeah. I got the next one. I get the next one? No, both of them are taken by kids that I teach. Oh, yeah. Both of the next boards I take off are taken by kids. So this is the 8.5, and then the other one is the 8.3, and I got to take that one off, give them both to the kids. Hopefully one day I get on that list. On the list, yeah. I mean, this one, when I'm done with it, you got it. Oh. Yeah. But I got to give this. That I know. This one goes to Jackson. No, this goes to Little Hendrix, and the other one goes to Jackson. They're good, right? What? I skated this for a month and a half. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah. It lasted for a nice minute, like a nice minute. Now, honestly, I should have taken it off earlier because it got soggy. Because obviously, it's gonna get soggy under a 200+ pound man. But oh, why did I take those bearings out? I'm not keeping these wheels. I'm not. Very good wood, thank you. Yeah, it took forever, man. It took forever to get consistent wood that we like. Almost done. Last 2 wheels. Then I can do some skateboarding. Jeez. Okay, give me just a second, guys, and I'll check to see if any of you asked questions, because I got swept up trying to get this over with. Oh, Chinese fan. Hey, much appreciated. Thank you for tuning in. What time is it in China, by the way? What time is it right now? I got a world time watch, but I'm not wearing it. I can't skate in it, obviously. Speaking of watches, this watch is from a company called Vero Watches, and they actually sent me this thing. It's their Smokey the Bear collaboration. They're a really cool company from Oregon, and they do things for the environment. They donate. They have all these programs, and they make really nice watches. I really enjoy wearing this while I skate. You guys should check out Vero Watches. They're not like sponsoring the video or anything like that. They just sent me the watch. I don't know about you guys, but I collect watches. I have since I was a little kid. It's something else that I'm obsessed with. So you guys, it's 2 o'clock at night. Oh, wow. And you're watching me at 2 a.m. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Somebody else said something. Let's see. What have you got going on? Uh-oh, I just went way up in those. Do you start to sweat setting up a board? Feels like a work sometimes. Oh man, I start to sweat because I start to anticipate skating, and like my mind wanders. Like I'm the type of person where if I'm gonna film a trick the next day, I usually sleep 3 or 4 hours, and I'm usually sweating in bed all night, just thinking about what's gonna happen filming the trick. So yeah, I definitely can start sweating setting up a board because like I, I love skateboarding so like way too much. I don't care about very much else, unfortunately. Um, uh, all right, last wheel, and we're all set up. And I'm gonna have to play my boy Trey over here skate. He might spank me too, because he's already landing nollie flips and nollie heels. Oh, all right. We got the fresh setup. Other than the trucks, yo Trey, you trying to get this game cracking? All right. Who know? Who knows? Let's do it. You want to play there or you want to play here? Because I know that ground over there kind of stinks.
It's up to you.
Hold up. Let me. These wheels and bearings are still good, by the way. They're yeah. They're all yours. Yeah. They're still good.
Bones?
No.
I mean, not that.
The bearings? Those are just Kingswell shop bearings.
But the wheels are just saying.
The wheels are acid. I skate for acid. Yeah, I don't skate for bones. All right, this is Trey. I've known Trey for more than a decade now.
Oh
Yeah.
Yep.
And
since no open.
yeah, so that was 2009.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ah, we're old.
Wow.
We're old, baby. All right, let's see if I can play skate with the stupid lavalier mic on.
We all know Norman's gonna win, but
we don't know that.
Just saying. But
Don't put that.
Try.
Don't put that kind of pressure on me. Okay, let me set up the phone, and then we'll get started. Play a little game of skate here. Old, it's not a problem. No, it's not. You know, we're not old. It's just old for skaters. And when I talk about age, I talk about it. You were born in 08. I was born in 85, baby. But when I talk about age, I'm talking about it relative to being a professional athlete, because you age in dog years, basically. So I don't speak about it and I mean for myself, like I skate with young people all the time, and a lot of them still can't keep up with me. I also train martial arts with younger people, and a lot of them with more experience, and sometimes they have trouble keeping up with me in some respects too. So it's not really like an actual age thing, but it's an athlete age thing, which is a little bit different. All right, Trey, you ready? Let's do it. 2 a.m. 2 a.m. in China. All right.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors. You ready?
Yep. My bad. Rock, paper, scissors. You won that.
I won the game. Dang.
All
right. Here we go. Here we go. Gotta start with the pop shove it. Oh. Oh, you put your foot like a heel flip for that front shove it. Yeah. Oh, I'm surprised I landed that first nollie heel. I I didn't think I was going to. Oh. I knew that one might break. All right, here we go. Woo! I'm glad you did it fakie for the first one, because the first kickflip of the day, oof, those are always harsh. Yeah. Ooh, this dude.
and I'd be like, you know, switch pop.
Oh. The switch pop. Oh, this dude's trying to do me in.
Well, you know, the ones that know you root for them for, you know?
Ah, you gotta do it again. You got it though. Ah. All right, here we go. So, what do I want to do? I'm trying to think. Fakey big spin. Fakey big spin. So right away, guys, I can feel that this is a board off the top of the pile. So it has more concave, even though the last board was the same one. And it feels slightly shorter just because it's off the top of that pile. Is it? Ah. All right, varial heel.
We'll come your way. I like it better.
Downhill so you don't have to struggle. Yeah, no struggle. Pretty fun game, huh? Dude is good. He might beat me too. Ooh. Ooh.
I don't know where to put my foot on that.
I'm here and then just there. And it's the back foot that I worry about the most on those. So, kickflip. We didn't do a regular kickflip. I'm scared. Oh, it's all good. Got it. Got it. Got him. Oh. That's funny. We're all scared of the first kickflip of the day. I got you, Cav. Oh, where are your shoulders at, Trey? Where are your shoulders at? The shoulders? Woo! All right, let's see. Tray flip. We haven't done one. I don't even know if I can yet. Uh-oh. It's kind of weak, but I'll take it. I will take it. Okay. Switch big spin. It's the shoulders, baby. It's all in the shoulders. You got it now.
It's been getting better though, you know.
I can tell because you use your shoulders for it. I see it.
I mean, I listen to what you say. You feel me? I'm not.
Half cat flip. That felt so awkward. I'm not gonna lie. That felt awkward. Oh.
Yeah, one more.
Oh.
One more.
Ah.
I know, but still.
Playing games of skate with your boys is always fun, right? I mean, Ah. Whoo.
Good stuff.
Good game.
It's been a minute since we.
Good game.
It's been a minute since we got that one. I needed that though.
Me too. Me too. Warm up. I'm gonna warm up. So I'm gonna warm up with some manuals and some grinds. You want to skate this little the little manual pad? Let's get it. All right, we got a good game. Fakey Bixman was sick. Thank you, John Alley. Oh man, when his first part came out for 0, and he skated to Tormentor by Slayer. Oh man, I love that part. And the way he did all his kickflips into the stream is making me want to skate so badly right now. That's what I'm here for, baby. But John Alley with those kickflip back lips, that's the reason I learned to kickflip back lip, because he just did them so well. Like, it was amazing to watch. Woo! All right, I'm gonna get back to some skating now. Try to get some manuals done, huh? Some manuals. All right, so we'll skate this thing. I love this thing. If I had wax, I might front crook it for you guys, but I brought no wax. Woo! Oh, manuals. No. Don't worry about me. Yeah, you're all good. Don't worry about me. Oh. All right, Trey, what do you got? Ooh, back 5-0. You know, this 5-0ing this ledge is like the hardest thing for me to do on it for some reason. I've done nollie front crook, nollie heel front nose grind, kickflip front nose grind. I don't know why though. That 5-0 is the worst thing to do on it. Oh, it's super dry right now? Man, I didn't bring any wax. Woo! Okay, there we go. That wasn't so bad. I got the balance though. You have to balance it, like. Yeah. That was fun. Skate park ledge. Oh, all right, I got your back. There it is. Oh, I thought that was it.
Magic is more shoe.
More shoe? You heard him.
More shoe? That's magic right there.
There it is. Oh, bruh. I thought he had it right there. Let's see. See if I can get a nollie front nose grind. Oh. I had to chicken out at the last second. So discouraging when you chicken out, right? Oh! All right, right here, Trey, get my back. Oh, man. Just have your weight over slightly changes everything. It's so crazy.
I'm gonna work my shoulders on this.
It's every, like, yeah, shoulder position, man. Like, it's so trippy. Well, it's because of however you lean to pop. Because we all lean one way or another to pop. And whichever way you lean is going to have that effect on your balance. Once you land on the ledge, now you have to contend with whatever position your body's in when you land on the ledge. You know what I mean? So you just want to like learn what your tendencies are and then just kind of work with them.
I'm trying to back 5-0, but I'm leaning too forward, and then like
I see it.
Like I don't know, the back kind of just
I see it.
gets loose in a way. And if I keep my shoulders a little bit more squared,
give it a shot.
Let me see.
There it is. Oh man, that looked like the one too. All right, here we go. Right here, nollie front nose grind. Here we go. That's an A5? It's just got the skinny nose and tail?
I noticed that. It like the little ice cream, little scoop.
Yeah. All right, right here, Trey. Let's get it. Let's get it. There it is. There it is. Oh. Cha. Hey, I'll take it. Let's see if I can back you up. Ah. So weak. Weak.
Like balance, there's just like
yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, dude.
Woo. You got this. There it is, Trey. There it is. You might as well shove it out. You might as well shove it out. Oh. So close. Oh. Now that's frustrating. Get to the last spot and try to pop out and just. Oh, for real? We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Oh. All right, right here. Gotta get this. Woo. There it is. Woo. Whoa, almost lost the mic. That's kind of scary. Right there, Trey. Trey, you might as well shove it out of that. Oh, that was fun. Let me see you guys' comments real quick. It's raining in North Germany. Oh man, I'm sorry. Nothing like the rain to rain on your parade. Oh boy. Or to drown your parade. I don't know. Somebody give me a supplemental word. Trey, you gotta shove it out of that. You gotta shove it out of that. Germany rains every second day. Oh man. I'm trying to think. Yeah, it did. When I was in Berlin, 2022, it did rain quite a bit, actually. It did rain a few times. It was the end of the summer. Just dropped this to let you know that your videos have improved my skating massively. Especially the height I have on my ollie. Big ups to you, man. Hey, Shirar Ahmed, thank you for watching. And thank you for sharing that too, because I love to hear when these work. And then can't go skate, so watching you, Norman. Hey, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Rookie Mistake series is unmatched wisdom. Thank you so much. I appreciate you watching it. And it's nice when something, when your intention actually becomes through it, like comes to fruition. Because you know, sometimes you start a project and doesn't go how you expect it to. Let's get a kickflip frontside 50-50 across this ledge. Ah, huh? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the kickflip works right now. That's the only problem is fresh board with the kickflips. But it's always one or the other. Yep, see, squirrely kickflip. Squirrely kickflip. I got the next one though. Oh, oh. All right, right here. It is a little sticky. Huh? Yeah, it's hot. It's very hot. So I'm not surprised. All right, Trey, let's get this. Right here, baby. Right here. Ah! Ah! That's so frustrating. Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that. Ah! It's crazy. Like I got onto the grind and then went slower than I was going when I popped because it's like so dry. Yeah, the leg. But I won't take no for an answer. Never. You got it. I got your back. There it is. Ah! Somebody has to land this. I don't think it's ever taken me more than like 2 tries to kickflip front grind this. It's so frustrating. I can't kickflip. That's what I'm talking about. That's that new board phenomenon. No kickflip. No kickflip whatsoever. I gotta slow it down. Slow it down and fight hard. Ah! All right, here it is. Slow it down and fight hard. Dude. Can't believe it. Yikes. I can't believe it. Me too. There it is. There it is. Oh, I got your back, Trey. Oh, I wanted to leap out of that nollie crook so badly. Oh. Yo, can't believe how long that took. That is ultra frustrating, but that's how it is when you set up a freshie though. Let me see. I'm terrified of BS 50/50s. I don't appreciate all you do. Any tips for popping out of nose grinds mid-ledge? You gotta have your balance on the nose grinds really solid already. What I'll do is I'll do one on this bump to ledge over here, and I'll let you kind of see where my balance is. Let's see. I got the slow tripod today, so it's not very high, but you should be able to see my balance from here. And I'll just give you a nose grind. Which one is the nose and which the, oh, there we go. All right, here we go, nose grind. So real quick, if you noticed, my foot is right about here, wedged in there. And if this is this line on the ground is the ledge, I'm here. And the popping out motion, it has to start with your shoulders. Oh, thank you. That Theeve part was a lot of fun to film, even though they made a pro truck for me for that part and it's sold out and they never paid me the money they owed me. That's why I don't ride for them. That's why I ended up leaving. But yeah, I had a blast filming that part, me and Unk. But yeah, the popping out of the nose grind starts with your shoulders. So while you're grinding, you want your foot to be where I just showed you and shoulders parallel with the board. And when you want to pop out, you squat down like you would for an ollie, but you're not going to pop the nose, obviously. You're going to slightly push it down, and then you're going to nudge yourself away from the ledge, starting with your shoulders, and then bring your feet back under your shoulders. Like I say, for most tricks, your lower body wants to follow your upper body. So I lead with my shoulders for almost every trick. If the board is turning or if I'm trying to pop out or something like that, you control everything up here because your lower body just wants to follow down there. Like in the last live stream, I went and did that backflip because I was trying to tell you guys about how when I wanted to learn that, I had to learn to throw my shoulders first, because at first you're scared. And usually when people like miss a backflip and don't turn over the whole way, it's because they don't throw their head and shoulders. And if your head and shoulders aren't going and committed, your lower body's not going to go. So it's same with popping out of that nose grind. Just make sure your balance is really good. You're right on top of it. I focus all of my weight onto the front leg for the most part, and I only use a little bit of the back leg just to keep the back truck from going down. And then when I'm ready to pop out, I just bend a little bit and then nudge myself out with my shoulders and pushing in for my feet. So I hope that one helps. All right, guys, we've been doing this for 58 minutes, almost 59 minutes. So if any of you guys have any last questions, go ahead and ask them. I'll keep going for a couple minutes and then I'm going to jump off. Thank you so much for taking the time to answer my question. You're welcome. So look, guys, I'm going to ask, I'm in here answering questions for you guys. I don't mind doing it. If any of you guys want to become a member, that would be awesome. Help me keep doing this, answering these questions. Any of you guys wants to join the Patreon group, like I said, it's linked in all of the videos prior to this one, and I will link it in the description for this one. Backsmith on a ledge tip. The main thing for those, start off by having a good back 5-0. You have a good back 5-0. The way that I learned to backsmith on a ledge was I would ollie, land in a 5-0, dip and then dip the front truck down, and then slowly try to hold it, and then slowly try to get into the backsmith immediately. But starting with the back 5-0 and then letting it dip down, that helped me to develop the balance. It was a slow process for me. I didn't just start trying to backsmith. I know a lot of people just jump in like that, but I think I have a pretty solid backsmith these days. And I started out that way. So if you have like a curb you can start on, just go really slow, ollie, land in back 5-0, dip the board down and try to hold it and then pop out. That'll help you. And then as you get better, you can start landing in the back Smith. I would recommend doing it on the end of a ledge. Do you nudge the nose forward to get in an ollie crook? Most definitely. You have to. That's like, all right, last trick that I'll show you guys on the small ledge. I'll do an ollie crook because I don't feel like doing it on the big ledge with my lavalier mic on. It kind of feels crazy skating with it, and this thing flew out of my pocket once earlier. But I'll give you a little nollie crook on this little thing. Oh, that thing is very, very dry. Whoa, whoa. All right, here we go. Last one. Yep. Mic fell out again. I'm gonna have to figure out a solution for that microphone falling out, but it did help today. Definitely did. I'm sure the sound is much better on this than it's been on the last live streams. But yeah, guys. So don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and consider joining as a member because it'll really help me keep making these live streams, make more time to do more of these. I figured, thank you, you're welcome. And yeah, I want to do as much as I can on here, but obviously got to support myself. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to sign off of this live stream. Peace.